Hello everyone and welcome Ramzan. I know it's a little bit late, but it takes time to make 3D animations for the Ramzan, so I've created this animation which is I'm going to play with you. So this was the animation. I have done this for the Ramzan, and here is the final output. As you can see, now I'm just going to make it realistic. So here you can find out in the project file there is a light on the ground which is going to be spread through the lamps. So whatever I have done this, I'm just going to show you that how. So make it reset and start again. This time I'm going to the Illustrator, and I have some objects to make it separated, which was moon and the text of Ramzan. So this time we need to save these text and these objects. So here I'm going to clear Ramzan text, save with the version Illustrator 8 and press it OK. Alright, the same thing again I'm going to do with this moon. Save with the name of moon, and make it version 8. Here it is. Now open to the 3D Studio Max and you need to import the object. When you import, so you have to find out the real model, which was my moon, this one. So guys, as you can see, now we have a moon with these moon and the border of the moon as well. We have to apply modifier which we can make it 3D. So I'm going to go to the modifier list and I will find extrude modifier. Extrude will make it to the 3D depth, but this time I have facing some issues. Some boxes are filled, some boxes are empty. So we need to filter these objects. We need to find out these vertices who are intersecting each other, or maybe they are separated from each other. It can take time some, but we need to filter, otherwise it will not be proper 3D. So now we actually filter these objects. I'm just gonna see my moon, which is fill, and this time you have to select and make it to the editable poly, and through the poly we need to select the polygon of the borders and grow the selection to select it more. And this time I'm just going to make it detach. Detach means I'm just separating the border of the moon, because I will have to deal this moon separately. You need to place it on the border, and after placing you have to adjust. Like I have facing some lines in here, so make it more depth just to create the scene inside of the moon. Some of the adjustment required more. Now that's perfect. I have to rotate this in the y-axis like this. And now this time is for my second part. The second part is Ramzan Kareem. So just make it import and import them, but change the name. Oops, sorry, I have done some mistakes. I have to get moon import. So just this time again I'm going to text Ramzan text and change the name of Ramzan because it has some shape, same shape name. Rotate this text when it is improved, and now you need to make it scale big in size to adjust according to the moon. Make it extrude modifier to give some 3D depth, and adjust this through scaling some more. So this time You have to see this. Now I will import my objects. Guys, some objects I have modeled and some object I have downloaded from the internet. So I will give the description link. I have give the link in the description as well. So this time I'm importing the mosque, and after importing I'm making it to the group because it has some different parts, mosque and pillars as well. So you need to open the group and adjust the pillar near to the mosque, something like that. And after that close this group because it will be group again. The time is to adjust the mosque in the moon. So now I'm adjusting, rotate it because the gate should be on the front. And I think we need to adjust and more, little bit more scaling. I think it's looking thin. That's much better. So import another object, which is my palm tree. Oof, the palm tree is totally big in size. Scale and make it little in size, more small. And adjust these palm tree in front of the mosque and behind of the mosque as well. Make it duplicate by holding shift key like this. It looks beautiful, by the way, this time. Well, I love this. So select both of them and make it adjusting and make it duplicate through shift key. After shifting, you need to adjust them and rotate according to the direction of the moon, according to the curving direction of the moon. And press hold shift key and duplicate some more. That's perfect. So now I have placed them in front and the behind of the mosque. So we need to create scene more effective. I'm going to import my some of the more models, import merge, and this time I have to select camel. So camel is here. Oh, we're big in size. Select the scale tool and drop the size of the camel. It's very big in size. Oh, that's perfect. Beautiful. Scale it down more, rotate and adjust him as well according to the direction of moon through the rotation. This is, I think, perfect place to adjust near to the palm tree. So just place it into the moon here, something like this. Okay, but it's just only one camel. I need to make it duplicate by pressing shift and give them some different positions, or maybe different angles, different areas, or different gaps, different rotations. So now I have placed down the camels, some of them more behind or according to the rotation, according to the direction of the moon. So yes, make some different looks, make some different creation, some different rotations. Okay. So now import another thing, merge. This time I'm gonna call my Dastar. Dastar is the decoration of the all the foods and all the fruits for the iftar. In the Urdu language, we call it dastarkhan, and in Arabic language, we call it sufra, not safura, it's sufra. So the scale it down the size of this sufra or dastar, and I'm adjusting here according to the direction of moon rotation and place it down here. So let's see how it looks. Oh my god, this looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. And again, import merge file, this time tent. So because tent is famous according to the culture of Saudi Arabia in the desert. So many people lives in the desert through the tent. So just make it adjust here through the sizing, through the rotation. So I think we need to make a duplicate, but this time I am just facing some issues. The tent width, so I'm just increase the width of moon according to the tent. Make it more scale, more high in size, adjust them like this, and give them a suitable position as well. So yeah, I have the mask, I have the palm trees, camel, dastar, and tent. So the next step is just to call my sheeps. Sheeps are beautiful. So the same thing I'm going to do is scale it down the size of the sheeps through a center point and adjust them according to the size of the camel. Now I'm just going to take this sheep behind the tent. After adjustment, we need to make some duplicates of these sheeps. So now I have adjusted some different duplicates, some different direction of the sheeps. This time import my well. I have not downloaded this well. I have already modeled this well. So I sorry that I cannot provide you the link of this model, but you can find out many 3D models of the well from the internet. So I have I have created this well. This time I'm just going to adjust this well, water well, according to the direction of the moon, something like this. And now adjust it in the middle of the moon, not middle, I think it has to be here, a little bit big in size, near to the sheeps. And you have to rotate, or maybe you can adjust however you want. So something like that I have adjusted from here. And now import my lantern. So I already modeled the lantern, even it's not downloaded as well. I have modeled this lantern. So just make it to the group and adjust on the top of the moon. There's something like this. I will adjust throughout the rotation because I would like to hang this lantern here something. So now make it duplicate by pressing shift key, 2 duplicates. So guys, now we have done our modeling side. This time we need to start texturing. So I'm going to place the camera, and before texturing I will place camera here, and I'm gonna give the length approx 400 frames. After giving the 400 frame length, I will activate the camera. So here is my camera view. Here is my camera view. Before texturing, let me remind you that I will start animation first. So in my camera I have given 35 mm lens near to the object and make it some rotate, how something like this. With camera I will animate my mask as well. So I will give auto key and give some time, which was approx 25 frame, and set the key. Before 25 frames on the 0 side I will have to hide my mask like this. So after 25 it will come, it will appear. The same thing I'm going to do with my palm trees. Auto key and set the key. Before auto key, before it will also be disappear. So now we can see that is coming out, but this flow is not good, so I think we need to adjust the angle of camera. Yes, something like this. That's much better. The mask is coming on, and after that now animate the camera. I'm gonna place the key here when the mask is coming out, so I will rotate the camera like this. So if I see the preview animation, which was something like this. Now animate these furthermore trees. Select an auto key, and now to the back side I'm gonna make it, take it down, so they will also appear. This time for the camels I have to select all the camels, select the auto key, and before it will going to down. So everything will going to appear. Mode is empty, and now everything is going to appear. So this time only for the camera. Here I have selected these 100, maybe 99 frame. Okay, so make more rotation here. Okay, this time the camera is coming like this. After that, camera is going to move from left to right like this, from left to right, and now it's going to be on the top, something like this. Okay, moreover on the well side, and moreover it will going to turn like this and panning zoom out. So now let's see the animation, what we have actually created. Oops, that's perfect, perfectly done. I only want to animate one more thing, which was I think which was my lamp. So I'm just gonna select my lamp, go to the perspective, I'm gonna select my lamp, and this time I will go to the hierarchy panel, active pivot point, and make the pivot point on the top of the lamp, because I will rotate my lamp from this part like this. After that it will rotate something like this. Okay, again more 20 frames behind, more 20 frames on the side front. So we need to hang this lamp or hang this lantern. So let me show you what is it. It is something like this, that it will hang. So the same thing I am going to do with my another lamp. The same thing apply, but the rotation is inverse. When it come to front, it will going to behind. When the second one will come behind, it will be in front. So this time we have seen both the lantern are animated. On the third, maybe I think I don't need to animate, I will duplicate the first one. So now let's see, the lamps are animating as well. Let's see. Yes, they are animating. Okay guys, so we have created, we have animated. This time is for the texturing, but now I'm going to my Vray setting first, activate the Vray, and go to the Vray material, and I will assign white color on the mask. This time Vray material, and I will select golden color with some frontal reflection, something like this. As you can see, it is reflected material. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to apply these color on the moon and on the some border of the mosque as well, like here. So I will apply this, will be golden, and every border will be, every border or every top side will be golden. This mihrab will be golden. Okay, so these are as well will be gold. So now it looks pretty cool with these texturing. I will have to select them, camels, go to the texture, Vray material, assign camel texture, assign camel texture. So I will have to find the camel texture, which is I have already in my Ramzan project texture render, and the camel, this one. When you apply the camel texture, it will look like prettier. This time is for the palm tree. We have to select two colors in the palm tree. One is for the trunk and one is for the leaves. So this time is for the brown color for the trunk and for the applying this. Now it looks pretty with the brown color. I have to convert this to a triple poly. Select the trunk and grow the selection. Because I'm selecting trunk and trunk is also brown, so I have already applied brown, so we need to select leaf. So I'm gonna give the leaf by Control I use for the inverse selection. I'm gonna green color this. So the same thing I'm going to do with the other palm trees, like this. When you make a selection of the trunk by growing selection, press Ctrl I to inverse the selection. Invert the selection, it means they will select all the leaves and you will easily apply green material. Ctrl I, this. So close this group. Now we have the time of tent. Go to the material, select Vray material, place the tent. Here I have the texture of tent, and now it looks cool. Assign the same texture of the tent. That's perfect. Select the well, and this time I'm gonna apply the texture of well. It was the wooden texture. So here I have opened the group and adjust the texture through UVW map. Oops. UVW map. Go to the perspective and check this out. No, it's not good. Okay. Now it's perfect. But one thing you need to make it sure the border of the well is not for the wooden. We need to change the texture, and I'm going to apply the texture of bricks. This one. And now I have already created the bricks texture. This time for the rope will be brown. I think will be brown. So the lantern will be golden. And now select the polygons, and I will go to the Vray two-sided material, go to the front material, take the Vray material, and now make it black. Give some reflection and some more refraction amount. IUR will be 1.1. IUR means index of refraction. Why did I put Vray two-sided material? Because the reason is that I need to glow my lights inside of the lantern. The same material I'm going to put them, because when I will place my light inside of the lantern, so it will grow to the outside. This time I'm going to take the Vray material for the white color to create shapes. Select the polygons of moon like this. Only the surface, not entire moon, only the surface, because I will create texture on it with some different texture, not golden texture, some different texture this time. So I have to go to the Vray material and I will apply that texture of sand to give the look of desert. Apply the UVW map and adjust the UVW map, because sand texture is totally thin in size, tiny parts. So the same thing, copy paste. So guys, as you can see, we have given the sand textures. I'm going to the maps and I will create the bump map of the sand. The same sand texture I will take, and you can find out the depth. Increase the value, which is 100. So this time go to the Ramzan texture, Ramzan text. As you can see, our animation object, something like this. That's much better. Select the Ramzan text, go to the material editor, and apply the golden color as well. So it looks pretty cool. So the time is for the rendering, so go to the render setup and go to the Vray GI. You have to apply range because this time we are taking out animated renders. So my range is 0 to 400 frames. Size will be 1280 and 720 half HD size. And as well the file output where you can save your render or where you want to save your render. So I have just given the output render path. Oops. Unfortunately my room is dark, so I cannot see the key. That's why it's some spelling mistakes. Vray GI, turn on the GI, which is global illumination, and make it to the expert mode. Radius map, and it will be light cache. Maps of the radius map will be low quality presets. We don't need too much high. As well, we need to go to the Vray, make to the adaptive subdivisions. Filter will be line cost filter. And I think the setting is okay. One more thing, you need to apply HDR for the reflection. The most important thing, reflection, and go to the HDR. Find out the HDR, Vray HDR. Here it is. And make it to the material editor and drop down to the material editor. This time I have taken the HDR which was looking like gold because I have already gold texture in my composition, so the gold HDR will be perfect, spherical, because it will help you to the atmospheric reflection. So let's see I would like to see the render first. So this is my render. Unfortunately what I have found darkness. Why? The reason is that I could not, or maybe I forgot to put light on my scene. So go to the Vray light and I will apply one light from the top. And make it a little bit low multiplier, and the color will be slightly yellow. Let's see the single frame render, that how it will look. Single frame. Now we can see our render. Now we can see our mask. Now we can see our object with the help of lighting. So guys, this time I will apply 400 frame range and start rendering. So guys, as you can see, after renderings we have this beautiful render in Adobe After Effects, as I have open in front of you. So guys, we have done in this video great modeling and some more model which is I've downloaded from the Google or from the internet, some model, and we have created this beautiful animation with amazing textures and lighting. We will composite this render in the final condition, but not in this video, so it will be in my next video, which will be compositing in After Effects of 3D renders. So stay tuned, stay with us. Once again, I would like to say happy Ramadan to all the Muslims, Ummat, including me, because I'm also Muslim as well. Allah Hafiz.